fuckers, you screwheads. Here is a man who would not take it anymore, who would not let... Listen, you fuckers, you screwheads. Here's...
All right, you fuckers, you screwheads, we're back at Triyou.com with another video. We're going to try to improve on our last 2 abortions that we uploaded.
You fucks, you screws.
What I want to talk about today is another custom list, and this is my personal profile. I'm going to go to my lists, and I just did this pretty quickly, and I need to go to my custom list. There's my top 10 list. I need to go to my custom lists, and this is pull this up now, and these are my top 10 favorite shower scenes ever in a movie. And the first one's pretty obvious, I think, for everybody, is Psycho. I mean, I think it almost would top anybody's list. It's an obvious choice, but it's hard not to put it in there. And I know Hitchcock, it was a crazy thing, I guess, back then. The lead actress, she died off pretty early in the film, and that was never done prior to that, or done very rarely.
Classic, bro.
Yeah, it's good. Really good, of course. Now, this is going to be strange, but this has some continuity, at least the first 3. You got Psycho, American Psycho, and American Beauty. That'll probably never happen again. That wasn't intentional.
What a transition.
Yeah, American Psycho. I remember I was at the movies when it came out, and I had some...
Do you have a business card?
Yeah, I had some weed then, and we used it. And I was in that scene, and I was like, I was wondering if it was just me experiencing it this way, or was this movie this good and this different? And it almost freaked me out, you know. And of course, when I've seen it again, I've realized. And then I got American Beauty. So, and there the continuity ends. Weird Science, Porky's, Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
My type of movies.
Elf, yeah, they are, aren't they?
Yeah.
Let's go to Prison.
Movies.
Revenge of the Nerds, and the Way Back I included on there, and it doesn't quite fit. Well, if you American Beauty's not that kind of a comedy, nor Psycho.
The Ferris
American
Bueller
Psycho.
shower scene, he's listening to the Beatles, isn't he?
I think so.
And singing
so.
it?
Yep. And spiking his hair up.
Yeah.
And the last one I was going to say, the Way Back, he's drinking beer in every shower. And that's because he's has such an alcohol problem.
That's the only movie I haven't seen on there.
Yeah, it's worth checking out. It's a good movie.
But I have drank my share of shower beers. I will admit to that.
I haven't done it very often. My girlfriend turned me on to it not too long ago. And that was when I was still drinking beer. I've since kind of quit. And yeah, they're a thing. I get there's a hotel, Brewdog.
Oh yeah.
They have a.
That's a Scottish company.
They have showers or beer in the shower, tap maybe. Yeah, I mean it's for good alcoholics. But I don't want to go through this list. I don't want to talk about everything on here. I just want to show a list. Show you that you can make your own here at Triyou. And what you could do is, I urge anybody to go to Triyou.com. If you have a better list, which I don't think you do, but you might, you just respond to the list here. Type it, get the movies, and then you just type in whatever you want. And I want to talk about, I listened to a podcast, and they're talking about American Beauty. I forgot about that shower scene. And he's, jerking off in the shower, and then says, my day's downhill from here. And they were talking about getting soap, and that's terrible, I know. I remember friends telling me that, 15 and 16, you never want to jerk off with a bar of soap. When you go to, it gets in your dick hole, and it hurts. And that's the truth. That's the truth. I've never been a big fan. I used to, when I was still didn't want anybody to know that I jerked off. The shower was a good place as a teenager. As I got older, and now, and I'm not big into it. I'm scared my knees are going to buckle, and I'm going to go down and like bust my head on the faucet, and then there's going to be blood gashing from my head and semen on my chest, and that's how they're going to find me. And so I don't do it very often. It's a fear of mine. I'm just afraid as soon as I come, my knees are going to buckle and I'm dropping. And that's, who wants to be found with semen on their chest and blood dripping down their face? And I don't know how likely that if that's ever happened to anybody, but it's somewhat of a fear of mine. And I mean, you can go on and on about experiences people had, and I'll tell you, my friend, and maybe I can get him over here, Preston. Him and his older brother. This is my friend from grade school, since about the third grade. They had a shower in their basement, and their basement wasn't fixed up. It was just a standalone shower, no bathtub or anything. And Preston was probably 15. His brother was 17. And they were horny guys, like unnaturally horny anyways. And they would jerk off in that shower. Pretty much what that shower was for was those two guys going in there saying they're showering and tugging off. And their dad, the drain got clogged. And this is the kind of way they were. They were crazy. He was trying to unclog it, so they were both standing behind him watching it. And they said he pulled the drain up, and I didn't see this. I wasn't there. Pulled the drain up, and just all their semen was dripping down his wrist and to his elbow. They're just laughing, and he doesn't know what it is. I think if he knew what it is, he might have. He wasn't the type of man to do this, but he might have punched his kids. But that's some of a couple things I can think about in showers in my own life. I don't know if you have any strange shower stories or.
No, I was pretty never a jerk off in the shower type of dude.
I'm not big into it either. I'd say the last time I did it that I can remember is when I was married, and it seems like you jerk off more when you're married than when you're single. That's or at least in my marriage, and I probably don't have to say it. I'm divorced, but and I probably shouldn't admit this at all. But and I won't tell you the girl I was thinking about because she's not the best. And I had a tendency to do this sometimes. Is whoever I think about, it would work until it was over, and then I'd be remorseful and grossed out by myself and my own thoughts.
Oh yeah.
And then I was in the shower, and this grossed me out after I did it. I think I've told you this before because I feel like I had to confess. I had to get this out of my system. I had to tell somebody, or it was just going to give me cancer or something. But I was doing that in the shower. And as I finished, I've never done this before or since, but it just came out of my mouth, and I said, "Oh, your fat titties." And this girl isn't that attractive. And immediately after, I was cleaning up, and I was like, "Oh, you're a gross person, and you need to tell somebody what you just did, so it doesn't fester the rest of your life and turn into some kind of weird disease."
I've had a few weird things happen to me in the shower. / locker room area of my gym.
Oh, yeah.
Recently.
Okay, go ahead.
A couple of them. This one guy, I got out of the shower and he got out of the shower, and we're walking over to the sink area where you can shave and, blow dry your hair. This guy grabbed the blow dryer, and instead of blow drying his hair, he lifted his nuts up and his dick, and he got the blow dryer and he put it under his nuts and he was blow drying.
I've seen that thing.
I thought, oh man, I don't want to blow dry anything with that blow dryer after this bastard.
On a community blow dryer.
Yeah, community.
The smell couldn't have been good.
Yeah, and an
blow drying will make
gym
stuff stink.
I'm talking $200 a month for this fucking gym.
God.
Then there's another old guy, and he looked like just your random old white dude, and he got out of the shower and was over there, used the blow dryer, and had pink panties on while he was blow drying. I thought, oh man,
oh my gosh,
that's different.
That is different. I went to a gym where it was a lot of older guys. They didn't use the gym equipment a whole lot, and they used the steam room, the sauna.
That's their workout.
Yeah. A guy actually got in the hot tub with us one time and put on flippers that you would use like maybe in a scuba diver. And he looked at, and my cousin and I were sitting in the hot tub. That's what he said. He said, "This is my workout," and I just tried to look away, not make eye contact, because this guy's going to keep talking to you. And he said, "No, I'm serious. This is my leg workout." And he started kicking them, so I just, I got up and left. But in that gym, guys would go into the shower and not pull the curtain closed, and just get down, like you said. But this is like with a bar of soap and just rubbing their shit, their asshole, their nuts. And then my cousin's friend went to the gym, and he said this. He's like, "I even close the curtain when I'm at home."
Yeah,
so these
me
guys
too.
are in public. Yeah, me too. And they're just out there in the world. So yeah, gyms. I had another experience at a gym when I was young. We used to go down to the gym, and play basketball.